It's the Grateful Carnivore. This video is going to be about some sadness and just reality. Reality comes knocking at your door, quite a bit. I'm about to go visit my friend. It's the wife of my best friend who passed away 5 years ago, and she's heading down that path herself. And I just found out today, and I've been looking into it for roughly a week. I had heard some stuff on Facebook, and it made me wonder, but I've been very busy in my life, working 12-hour shifts and working weekends at work and trying to survive in this freaking horrible economy we got here because of Biden. But not to get into that though. But life is a struggle, and I'm actually doing pretty good overall, but it's still no matter what a struggle. And I've been feeling down about it. My birthday was a couple weeks ago, and I used that as an excuse to eat badly, and doing 12-hour shifts and only having a couple hours to yourself afterwards, and barely even have that. And it just happens every day. And I'm not complaining about 12-hour shifts. They're rough, especially when you do one after another after another. They keep asking you. I never volunteered to do them, but they keep asking me, and I give in. And the money's a little better than the paychecks, but they kind of rape you in taxes, and that really hurts. But I'm getting off subject here, though. Just I found excuses to eat badly because of all that stuff, whatever. And accountability was going out the door. One day I would do really well, next day I would completely screw up. So, and my supervisor at work started weighing in again with me, last Monday, and we're supposed to do it again tomorrow. And I know I'm going to be right where I was at. I'm not losing the weight now. I'm kind of stalled out because of all this cheating. But to get to the original point of my story here is, my best friend passed away 5 years ago in 2017, and he was my best friend. He was practically my brother, my dad. Just it was amazing. His whole family was very great to me for a good decade, and it's still good to me. But I'm not really involved in their lives too much anymore because I've moved on from I had a job with them, and I no longer have that job. I've moved on because he passed away, and life gets difficult because of that stuff. I've kept up with people, but it's not that easy to do that all the time. So, and now there's something that's going to be happening here soon, and it's bringing me back a little closer at the moment. So, but it's got me thinking. My best friend was a very morbidly obese man, very morbidly obese, and we went on road trips together, and for the job, and we spent years together, just working directly with each other, and that's how I became my best friend. It's just he was such a great person. It's just how could he not be my best friend? And I kind of feel like I was his best friend too. I don't remember him ever saying that that you're my best friend, but the way he treated me and the way we confided in each other about things that nobody even knows about. That I feel that just made us best friends, and he basically lost his life over his weight. Kidneys failed and things like that. You can't be that big. I don't even know what his actual weight was. I remember being at one of the hospitals and seeing the weight on one of his beds, but I think the bed was actually broken. But I'm not going to get into that. That's no one's business to know that. But he was a very big man, and it failed him. And when we were together, we kind of fed off each other with that. We both were heavier guys that loved to eat, and we were on road trips for a week, and just to stay awake driving and be alert, and we munched down all kinds of junk food, and we had awesome dinners. It's like he treated me to some very nice restaurants every day and every night, and it was wonderful. But when when you got two big guys together, you guys get pretty bad. It's like we had good times. There was a lot of fun and a lot of excitement, but we weren't helping each other. We were actually probably destroying each other. And I guess friends can do that. Not even meaning to, but we were enjoying ourselves. It was fun. But in reality, we were just harming ourselves, our bodies, our health, and I went to, we had meals at work, and I was practically family with her, so I was invited to like every holiday and every little thing going on, which was awesome because I really don't have that much of a family. I have my son, but I don't really have. My parents are gone. I've got an adopted dad that lives in the Cleveland area, and we're not really involved in each other's lives. But my siblings, live far away. One does live here in town, but he's he's slow. He's mentally slow, and he's getting older, and he keeps to himself, and he doesn't really want nothing to do with anybody. So it's just I the little bit I have, I don't really have. So I latched onto that. I latched onto my friend's family because it felt like home, and that was nice. But I don't know. The whole reality thing is, now his wife is, it's been 5 years since he passed away, and she had to go through that. Him dying put her through, misery, and that's not good. It's like, I wish we would have done better. He would have done better. We could have, lived a little longer, and at his weight, I don't think he could have lived, a longer life. It's just that's not what happens when you're big. Even my size right now, I'm floating between 250 and 260, and I used to be 350 at one point. And that was miserable. I've lost 100 pounds, but I'm still miserable. I'm better than I was, but I'm still fighting. Trying to beat this. And my son's going to be 18 years old next Sunday, and in 7 days. He's going to be 18 years old, and it's just I wanna be around. I want to be around to see his future, and I'm 44 years old. You know, and I don't know if at this point that I'll make it to even a retirement. Like I feel overall pretty healthy to a point. I'm healthier than I used to be, and but I'm a diabetic. That's a major issue, and just things like that. Being overweight, it's very uncomfortable. It's horrible. It's horrible for my self-esteem, and I don't want to put my family through that. My best friend put his family through that. They were a very tight knit family, and his death, rocked a lot of people. Including myself. It hit me extremely hard. I'm still dealing with it to this day. And now these memories are coming back up of watching him die. And it's like, because of his wife now heading that way, and it's very sad. I'm heading over there to see her. I should be there right now, but I'm making this video. But I'm slightly dreading it because I don't want to see her in that way. I don't know how bad it's going to be when I get there. I believe she's probably more bedbound, and needs assistance, whatever. I don't want to put all her business out there, but that'll be hard for me to see because I watched her husband, was bedbound in the hospital, and the things that was horrible for me to see your best friend. There's nothing you can do. It's like my son is 385 pounds, and he's a week away from 18 years old. He's starting out his adulthood a very morbidly obese man, and it's so sad to me. And it's like I feel that it's all my fault that I didn't force him to do better. And trust me, I fought with him. I fought with him his whole life. He really only got big starting back when, I guess, his teenage years, like 12, 13, he started putting on a little bit of weight. But the teen years have just been the worst of it all. And I fight with him every day about, he's a big pop drinker. He loves fast food, and I control some of that. I don't control it all. And my son is autistic, and the fights that he gives me and the complaints, and he'll message me. He can't give in. He can't give up on what he wants. If he wants something, there's points where he'll just find a way to get it besides me. And it's tough. It's like I just get tired of the fights. I just the arguments, the nonstop begging me and pleading with me for for food, for pop and just junk stuff. And what do I do? What do we do when a person just doesn't give in? I'll take him to counseling, and he'll get a little pumped up about doing something better. And if that even lasts a day, it's surprising. But it's just, I don't know. It's just very hard. dealing with my son, and then now the memories of my best friend and his wife, and I don't know, just I have to do better. I was out working in my yard today, and I just had these. You get these thoughts that pop in your mind, and they kind of pump you up, and I've got a decent savings, and I really probably need to buy a treadmill. Winters, fall just started, but it's been a bad fall so far, which means we're probably gonna have an early winter. It's sunny right now, but that's kind of rare this last week or two, especially with all these storms in Florida right now. They're probably heading our way, so we're probably gonna get some pretty bad weather. We've already been getting it, but the point is like I think I should buy a treadmill, and because I like it cooler. I don't like it's extremely hot like I have to deal with at the shop I work at. It's just hot, and I like it cooler, but I don't like it freezing. So obviously I'm not going to want to be outside in the winter time or when it's really cold. So I'm probably going to barely be home because I'm going to be putting all these 12 hours in. It's there, and you got to take it while it's there. It's just the way it is. You never know when it'll go away, and it won't be 12 hours, and it could be, just things go wrong sometimes. So I got to take it while it's there. But, I only have 6 hours to deal with after I get off my job because I wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and I go to bed at 9 o'clock at night. So and that's the best I can try to do to at least get some kind of sleep to keep myself going. That's one of the biggest things you have to have is enough sleep because it will destroy you if you don't. It makes me want to pig out and do this and that. It makes me want to do cheat meals because I'm just so tired, don't want to cook and don't want to just go to fast food. It's easy, it's like, but I don't know. I have to find ways. Like I wake up 2 hours early, and I just I get my shower done. I check some stuff online and I watch the morning news. But maybe spend a half an hour on a treadmill or an hour of it. Like just take away from the little things I do, and find a way. I used to find a way all the time. I used to wake up hours and hours early at my old job, and I would actually literally go to the gym for 4 hours a day, and I don't do that stuff anymore. But I can, if I have it at home, I've had home gyms before, and I've done well, but I've also done bad. I've gotten rid of all that stuff. I have a little bit of weights in my basement, but they're old and junk. I need to get some new ones. But even in that 2 hours that I have after I get home from work, spend a half hour. I try to find time for a little bit of Netflix, so I have a little bit of enjoyment. That's an enjoyable thing for me is to watch Netflix. But having to cook for my son and myself and try to get some cleaning done around the house in 2 hours before I have to go to bed. It's not that easy. The time flies when you're trying to get things done. And when you're at work, time goes slow. When you get home, it's like, whoop, time's over. It's like it's the way life is, and I need to find this healthy thing for myself. I have to do it. I got to stop playing games with my health. I'm 44 years old. Tomorrow I'll be 50. It just seems like that. Time flies when you're older. And it's just I need to do something. I need to stop bullshitting. That's exactly what I'm doing. I'm bullshitting myself. That's why I don't post that much anymore, and haven't been doing that many videos because I've been cheating. I'll have a really good day and then I'll have a really bad day, and it's just I don't want to lie to people, but I just don't want to show them the bad things I've been doing. So, that's by not doing anything is just my way of like not lying about it because I want accountability with everybody. So, I've probably put back on just under 5 pounds. That's not a big deal, but it's still a big deal. So, I was almost I would say 3 weeks ago to a month ago, I was right there at 250, and I'm closer to 260 right now, and so I guess it's probably actually more than 5 pounds, whatever. But that fluctuated a little bit. When I weigh myself, it's like after eating, so that doesn't really count as much, I guess. But it doesn't matter. I've done bad, so. But I don't know. I got to head over to see my friend, because I may not get a chance to see her, if I don't do it now. So, and it's gonna bring up some bad memories of my friend, the way he went out, whatever. But I'm sure she'll be happy to see me. He was always happy to see me when I came in there when he was alert. So, I'll just suck it up and I'll do it. Go over with a smile on my face and be happy. you know, in a bad situation. So, and there, you know, I'll probably see my friends over there too. So, the rest of her family. But just, you know, we have to do this. We have to do better for ourselves. If we don't do better, it's just gonna, you know, I see so many miserable people every day. You know, I go to work and I see people that are just about handicapped. You know, like getting around, they're carrying around so much weight, and I see them going their break and on their breaks, and they're eating like the just so much junk. It's ridiculous. And I'm a person, I see that, and it makes me want it. You know, I'm a normal human being. That's what people do. They see things they want it. So it's not like something surprising, but I'm trying to fight those urges to give in, you know, and don't reward myself with junk food. That's not a reward, you know. It's happiness. It's for like 5 minutes, and then it's miserableness. So it's just stupid. I need to stick with what I'm doing. Carnivore diet is a great diet. You know, some people that can't do carnivore do the keto, whatever. Just do better. You know, I'm rambling on too much about this, but I don't know. I'm going to do things that are going to be better for myself, and I'm going to stick to it. You know, I've never given up on this. That's one thing is I've never given up. You know, I'm doing accountability right now about this, and I'm going to tell you, even though I've screwed up a lot, I've never given up. So don't ever give up. You give up, it's over. You're just going to be, you know, if I gave up completely, I would go out and do so much bad. You know, I would be 500 pounds. I'd make my son look like he was tiny. You know, and I got to be a better influence for that kid too. I got to do better. I got to be better. You know, just stop screwing around and do it. So I think I'm gonna buy a treadmill. I'm gonna, start looking into it to find something that would really work for my son too. It has to be able to hold, I guess, probably at least 400 pounds, if not more, so that my son could, because bigger people, even though they're a certain weight, they're gonna beat on things harder because they're bigger. So, and I don't know. We both need to do better. So, all right, I'm gonna end this video, but I'll get back to you when and let you know how things are going. So, and I'm gonna do better. I have to, or otherwise I'm gonna live a shorter life, and I don't want to do that to my family, to my son. So, all right, it's a Grateful Carnivore. Like, share, subscribe.